Hi there, it's MarVeena Meek, and today we're going to continue our tarot tutorials in our training program, and we're going to focus on the Seven of Swords. So the Swords cards are talking about things that are going on in your mental world. And so whenever you pull the Seven of Swords, you look at the card and you see that you have the central sword, and then you have the six swords that are around it. And the central sword is indicating that in this circumstance, you know what it is that you want. And the six swords that are pointing around it are all of the ways that you're sabotaging yourself, and you're just creating this sense of futility, because that's the overall energy of this card when you pull it, is that you feel a sense of gloom and doom and futility, and that things just aren't going to unfold for you right. But when you look on the astrological, the symbols that are on each of the six swords, you see that you have the influence of Saturn. And what Saturn means in this circumstances is that you feel bogged down by too many details. You look at another sword, the Mercury, and that's the sword that where you have all of this negative self-talk, like how many ways of why I can't do something. And then you look at Jupiter, and the pain tapes there are, I'm just not lucky. I'm not a lucky person. And you look at Mars, and the Mars card is about where you feel that you don't have the energy to make the changes necessary. And you look at Venus, and the Venus is, I don't really care if it happens or not. So these are just some of the things and the ways that you're sabotaging yourself, and you're creating like a stalemate. So since the sun is in the moon, it's about how our unconscious mind is affecting our conscious actions. And the influences here in numerology, the number 7 card in the Native American path, the 7 is our sacred dream. And in numerology, so it's a very powerful number. It's like there's a lot of different things that you can tie in with the 7. You can connect this card to the major arcana tarot card, the Chariot, which is about change. The Chariot is the big motivator and the generator to help us make changes in our life. And you can also use the other 7s, the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Discs, the other 7s in the deck, to maybe give you a little bit of a different glimpse. So when you pull this card, it's your psyche is saying in the next 7 weeks to 7 months, you're going to have some different opportunities to make some of the changes that you're wanting to have happen, and to maybe break this cycle, break the negative cycle. And so that's what we want to do, is break that negative cycle. And so this is just a handful of the influences of this card. And when you pull this card upside down, you have a little bit of a different interpretation still. And if you are interested, you can look at my blog. I have particularly information about the reversals on my blog, and I have audio tutorials on my iTunes account. And you can access both of those through my website. Just look up at the top toolbar, and it'll give you access to the blog. And there's a button, I can't remember where it's at on my website, but there is an iTunes button on my website. So if you like to download your phone or your MP3 player with audios, and I love to, this is a great way to kind of get some of the lessons on the cards and how they influence you. So they're just different states of consciousness that we all go through as humans. So if you would like for me to throw the cards for you and see how they're doing, then you can book a card reading on my website at marveena.com. And I hope to hear from you really soon. If you have questions, be sure and let me know. I'm at www.marveena.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.